That fast, we have vacuum packed the cheese.
Today, we're gonna seal in the flavor with the FoodSaver. What are we doing with this channel? Let's
check it out, and then I'll be back with a couple erotic thrillers.
Oh yeah, here's that VHS content you all love. As we speak, microplastics are coursing through your bloodstream. The solution? Let's put even more plastic on your food.
That's right. I too now have become a real freshness fanatic.
Normally the FoodSaver is just for food, but we're gonna test the very limits on today's Mikey!
Sipping on a Kool-Aid burst, cherry red juicy.
What up, tapeworms? I've been putting off today's video because I know it's gonna be a messy one. This place is sticky enough and I'm not looking forward to the cleanup, but I'm gonna do it for you guys.
In this video, I'll be showing you how to use your FoodSaver with some of the many accessories that are available.
This was my buddy CWR2's idea. I'm gonna have to call him later and let him know what a bad idea this is. Let me put on some PPE real quick here. All right. It's always good to be prepared. My original plan was to do the airtight bag and seal, save it till you crave it, a much cooler cover. But for some reason, despite being originally sealed, it wasn't playable at all. Imagine that. But luckily, we're gonna seal in some other things today. The VAC FoodSaver 1050 tape. I know it isn't as exciting to look at, but here it is. My version looks like I'm missing a little bit of the text. All right, let's seal in the flavor. Sometimes I buy stuff for this channel and it sits in my bedroom for like a year because I never want to put it together. Come out. If I break this right off the bat, we're kind of doomed on this video here. Hopefully, I didn't lose anything critical to this project. I want to get good at this so I can perfect my Kool-Aid marinade. Sweet and savory. I'm gonna take this off. I'm getting hot already, and I think we should watch the tape and make sure that we're doing this right.
Hi, I'm Jan Muller from Tilia, the FoodSaver company.
There's very little about him online, but the minute I saw his face, I started remembering all the infomercials. I think he's been tied to a few other ones as well, but let's continue.
State-of-the-art machine which delivers commercial quality vacuum packaging. It is the best one on the market.
He's really gassing up the moms watching this, or I guess us watching this. Man, we really need other hobbies, don't we? But I'm glad we hang out together. I always appreciate you guys coming out to hang out with your old pal Mikey.
You know, a lot of people ask me what I think some of the most important benefits are about owning a FoodSaver.
I'm gonna go on a limb and say nobody's ever asked him that question, not even once. I'd call shenanigans. Now, I'm not gonna pretend to understand the vacuum community. I don't know anything about it, but I can't imagine going over to a friend's house and he's just vacuuming various meats with like a cold stare in his eye. I don't know, I'd probably just turn around and go back home.
Please take the time to read your instruction manual thoroughly from cover to cover.
All right, nailed it.
If you don't have the instruction manual right now and you want to get it, just put your VCR on pause. I'll be here when you return.
You know, I'm willing to bet somebody paused this and never went back to it. And right now, one of you guys is at the thrift store picking this tape up for the very first time, popping it in right at this point. That's what's so cool about VHS is sometimes you can discover people's journeys.
This is the operating lever. It swings up to open and down to close.
Yeah, baby, lock and loaded. Oh, I could see this thing becoming a character. I always love that Sesame Street skit.
This is the electric cord port.
Ironically, while he was explaining that, the power went out and I thought I did something wrong. Yep. And then I just learned there was a massive outage. So, man, my butthole kind of puckered up a little bit. I thought I knocked my whole house out.
Now you can cut whatever size bag you need, as long as you remember to allow an extra 3 inches from the cheese that's inside the bag to the end of the bag.
I can tell I'm gonna have a problem following along because I don't have regular people food. I guess this will have to be our cheese for the demonstration, so. They see me rolling, they hating. Cutting in straight lines is hardly my strong point. Before VHS, I can't get this on here. I was a blank slate. All right, got it. We got a baggie, boys. This is that bag content you guys all come here for. The moment of truth here. We could have been laser tag champions or doctors, but instead we're crazy bagmen. I'm a little nervous, but here we go. We're gonna have to call this the Nancy Reagan. Yeah, baby! Why does it gotta make so many crazy noises? I'm glad the cheese didn't shoot out, but it would have been a lot cooler for this video. I'm pretty happy with our first try. I think it's looking pretty dope. I think this is exactly what my family tells me I need to maybe start thinking about getting a real job and quit this YouTube thing, but
filmmaking is not about the tiny details, it's about the big picture.
all right, that was awesome. Let's try something a bit more practical. For this, I had to ride to the theater just to pick up one specific thing. Let me show you. I'm a regular at Rialto. I order so much, they always know my order. So they thought it was a bit strange that I wanted a deli dilly. Why is it called a deli dilly, bro? Ah! This big old street pickle, boys. Why's it gotta be dripping? At least they know I'm a YouTuber, so it's not as weird as I would like to think, but let's put this dilly to work. It was kind of that hobo to leave this in the video alley for me. What's the deal, Pickle? I got a sealed in dilly, bro. No low balls. I know what I got here. All the recent fears of microplastics and what we're doing to our foods. I can't imagine a plastic sealing food system is probably a good idea. That was oddly entertaining. Let's try something else.
It's amazing, but it's crushed a full 2 cases, 48 cans in one long FoodSaver bag.
Just because we can doesn't mean we should. If you're a regular tapeworm here, you know last video I shaved my head to terrible results, but I saved that hair because my buddy Chris said to, and let's seal in the flavor. If you have your own FoodSaver, you can follow along at home, but make sure to ask your parents or girlfriend's permission. In case you ever need to plant evidence or make a voodoo doll, here's everything you need. Let's see if we can make a hair airplane out of it. Gonna use some of my mad airplane skills here. This is not what I thought I'd be doing with my life. That's looking pretty good. Okay, it didn't get much air, but... So I'm picking up my plastic airplane for another gag, and I get a knock on my door, and it ends up being the sheriff, Randy MC Cola. Please vote for him because I'm pretty sure that might have been a wellness check or something. I mean, what's the odds, right? And I didn't realize I still had it in my hand while I was talking to him until I went to shake his hand. Hopefully he did not notice because that was super weird. Let's move on.
Did you say this will make me lose weight? I don't have any bats in my belfry.
Back when I lived in Ohio, I would catch the ghoul in our hometown hero, Dr. Creep. And some people say that when I'm not wearing my glasses, I kind of look like him. I don't see the resemblance, but whatever, I'll take it. But let's see if we can seal my favorite tape. I can't see shit. It's nice that my natural ghoulish persona has finally paid off. I used to hate my dark circles too, but now I just kind of work with them. I should have experimented on something I didn't actually care about because it looks like it might damage the box doing this, so I don't recommend it. Let's grade this though, now that we got it sealed. 9 out of 10, baby, I'm gonna get rich. I got so many tapes I can seal. Before I put this away, let's get the seal to see if it gets its shape back. Yeah, I definitely don't recommend doing this to your tape. I'm so sorry, Dr. Creep. Man, I love this tape too. That super bums me out. It looks like it'll still play though, so. I thought for a minute I came up with a good way to store tapes, but definitely don't store your tapes like this. I was hoping it would protect it from mold or something, but speaking of moldy.
limp vegetables, ruined fruit, freezer burn, and moldy cheese.
A childhood friend gave me this New Kids on the Block tape. I used to go over to her house and we would watch it and dance on the power pad, or at least we thought we were dancing on the power pad. And it means a lot to me, but unfortunately, it's super moldy. Once I get one of those mold cleaners from VHS's Life, maybe you and I will clean it together. I could do it the old way, but we'll just preserve it for now. I'm just going to give this one a 7.5 because it may contain cordyceps. And it's already leaking, so man, I'm going to get this out of the room before I contaminate all my tapes.
You can even vacuum pack clothing when you're going camping. It makes it smaller, easier to pack, and keeps it dry until you need it.
Can you imagine moving in with someone and you're like putting away your clothes and you notice that all of theirs are vacuum sealed? I would imagine that's a bit of a red flag. I should know I have plenty of them.
I would say I save anywhere from $150 to $200.
This next part is looking kind of complicated, so hopefully I have all the pieces I need. need me a bursty boy. Oh, here we go. God, that was juicy. I guess it kind of builds up pressure in there. That's kind of fun to know.
From soup to nuts, Deanna, what are you going to show us today about the FoodSaver?
There's so many fun things that you can do to save an enormous amount of time, energy, and money.
Even though she kind of has a prawn name, I can tell I'm already going to like this gal.
You just have to pull it out, put it in the microwave, and eat it.
Oh, skibbity-doo! Oh my God, I'm absolutely in love with this woman. She fills every void that's missing in my heart. She is so nurturing. I feel like she could fix me and seal in whatever's wrong with me.
Everyone knows how wonderful a fresh, tossed green salad is.
Early in my channel's career, I used to review vintage cereal, but ultimately I had to abandon it because I think they would get like 17 views, which used to really let me down, even though I'm a huge fan of these things. Oh, dude. Smell that. Where's your whiff noises?
Oh. Yeah, it smells good.
One of those cereals that I opened up was the Bill and Ted's Excellent Cereal, so I think I'm going to have a lot of fun revisiting these. It always has a nice cinnamon smell, and a little bit of dog food. A lot of people don't know that Purina Dog Food made a lot of the Ralston brands, and if you ever drove past that company, you wouldn't want any of it in your mouth. Even though the video says not to, let's give it the Dairy Queen challenge. Seems okay. Let's pop the seal. It kind of smells like a little bit of cinnamon and sadness. You know, somebody out there has already shaboinged this thing, but don't do that. I had a lot of fun with the FoodSaver, but I even had fun with the tape itself. But I think this one has seen better days. But was this video stash or trash?
Double trash.
Well, there you have it. Although simple, our rating system cannot lie. I'm so glad that we went on this adventure together. Well, until next time, seal in the flavor.
Mikey